Hey guys,
Hello all, I'm Zisis.
I'm Makis.
This is the third episode that we are doing on this Ultra Snow YouTube show. What will be the topic, Makis?
The topic will be the IMEI check service, and maybe someone might wonder, hey, what is going on? I'm here about iPhone Unlock, but you are telling me about IMEI check.
Yeah.
So this is the first hint. IMEI check is the first thing before you unlock an iPhone, and buy a used iPhone, of course, and we'll tell you why.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, most people are just going for the iPhone Unlock service or a solution, but without knowing the full background, let's say, of an iPhone, it's almost impossible, not almost, it is impossible basically to proceed with an unlock, and very dangerous because, you might lose your money.
Yes, you will lose your money for sure, and most of the times people are not getting scammed by an iPhone Unlock company, but they don't have the necessary info to use their services. Okay, not most of the times, but they are not all of them scammers. There are solid unlock providers, but sometimes you don't help them to do their job as they should do.
Yeah, as you said, I mean, I've read thousands of reviews for many iPhone Unlock companies. The From what I can see from the replies of the companies as well, is someone is accusing the iPhone Unlock company that, okay, you didn't unlock, let's say, my AT&T USA iPhone, and the reply from the company is, you ordered the clean service and your iPhone has unpaid bills or it is blacklisted, so we cannot unlock it. And basically the process of unlocking it from the iPhone Unlock company perspective, it's that they also first pay the money in order to unlock the iPhone, and if the unlock fails for reasons that we will explain in a different video, for a SIM unlocking, I think something like that we will call
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
they are not able to refund you because they already paid for the service. So it is a very, it's how can I say it? It's not easy for the iPhone Unlock company to offer you the service that you really need. You also need to have some information about your iPhone and have some let's say experience on these things. And this is why we are doing the iPhone IMEI Check Online service video. And I mean, you will also I mean, you have interaction with a lot of users as well, Mikey, so you know exactly what their problem is.
Yeah, and this is a night pass for me. So we wrote an article about IME Check. What is it and everything? You can go and read it on Ultra Snow blog. And let's start like this. Yes, many visitors, and I mean it, many visitors. We have almost 2,000 people visiting our blog every day.
Yeah.
One of the most usual questions we get is okay, I bought an unlocked iPhone from eBay, from Craigslist, from Amazon, anywhere, from a person. He told me that the iPhone is unlocked, and when I tried to turn it on and put my SIM card, it was locked. And this is the easiest case.
Yeah.
So this is something we get a lot. There are others that claim that they tried to factory unlock an iPhone, but when they checked it later, it was not factory unlocked. So this is an issue also. And you get the idea. This is it, that you can't just trust anyone when you get a used iPhone from an online market or a local retailer or a personal transaction. And you can't just trust someone that will unlock your iPhone without an IMEI check, because there is a lot of info in it. And yeah, this is.
Yep, I also wanted to add that, I mean, all those cases that you explained are for people that already bought an iPhone.
Yeah.
And you know, they tried to unlock it, or they thought that it was unlocked, but it isn't. The IMEI Check service is can be used I think, I mean, I'm proposing to use it before buying an iPhone, before doing anything with an iPhone, for a used iPhone. If you,
This is, yes. So this is the best case scenario. If you do an IMEI check before you buy a used iPhone, then everything will be okay. No one can scam you in buying a problematic iPhone, a locked iPhone, an iCloud locked iPhone, a blacklisted iPhone. All these cases, all of them can be avoided with a simple IMEI check. Yeah.
yep, and from having a full IMEI check report for your iPhone, will basically tell you exactly the current status of your device, and if something is wrong, what the next steps can be in order to fix it and start using it with your own your local SIM card, let's say. But as you will see from the review that we will do below, there are many dangers an iPhone can have, and thankfully the IMEI check service will give you all the information, accurate information, but also this is a different topic we will cover below, what is accurate, how you can find accurate IMEI checks and all those things. But yeah, let's
start. So yes, this is how the flow of our article. What is the iPhone IMEI check? Let's start from that. And I used to say IMEI, okay, it's IMEI, but I tend to anyway. There are three ways to check an iPhone if it's locked or not locked. This is not we will tell you how. There are other ways. You can do it with a SIM card or some settings, iOS settings, but now this is not the case also. So there is the IMEI check service. And what is this service? So every iPhone has an IMEI number. This IMEI number is stored inside the large databases. They are called GSX databases and GSMA databases. These are the global IMEI databases, nothing else, because I see many scammers, many scam IMEI check services that have a personal database or a global worldwide database or something like this. No, there aren't any. It's only GSMA and GSX. GSX is only for Apple, and GSMA is for Apple and Android phones also.
Basically, all the smartphones, all the cell phones, basically.
Yes, all the cell phones. Yes, we forgot about the old cell phones because everything is a smartphone nowadays, almost. But anyway, so an IMEI check service requires only the IMEI number of an iPhone. How do you find that, Zisis?
Well, we have a list here. I think that, I mean, you wrote this article, so you can tell us that these are all the available methods, right?
Yes, the first and the easiest of all is to call with your
Let me
phone.
do it live.
Yes, do it.
Okay.
And it's not just for Apple, it's for Android phones also, yes.
This is *#06 and then one more #, and then this is my, okay, you can see it? No,
I can't, but I believe you. Yes, I can see it. Now, don't show it to us. You shouldn't. So yes, this is the first method. You can also go to iPhone settings, go to General, About, and then you will see the IMEI information, IMEI status. Click on that, you will see also your IMEI number. You can do it on iTunes with your PC. I have all the info here. Sometimes it's on the original package of purchase, and for older iPhone models from 6 to iPhone 5, it's engraved on the backside of the phone. And in later iPhones and old ones, from iPhone X to iPhone 6s Plus and iPhone 4S to iPhone 3G, it was also displayed on the SIM tray.
I just want to add basically a hint, a tip for the IMEI, how to find IMEI number. My best approach is either with the *#06#, or through the iOS settings. All the other and the iTunes, okay. All the other methods that are engraved in the back of the iPhone, on the SIM tray, or on the box that you purchased the iPhone, might not be always 100% accurate, because many cases, actually from some of our users, they already bought an iPhone. You know, it was like new from a person. They bought it, you know, in full price, of course. They say it was unlocked. They could check the IMEI number from the box, and it appeared as unlocked. But the problem
wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't, because the iPhone inside the box had a different IMEI number. And I mean, if people want to trick you and scam you, they will find a lot of ways. But through the iOS settings and the first method for the IMEI number, there is no way you can get the IMEI number wrongly.
So just a few moments before we show you what an IMEI check service will deliver, let me give you this hint. When you buy a used iPhone, like Zisa said, you should make the iPhone seller to send you a video displaying the IMEI number in all possible ways. So, if for example you want to buy a refurbished iPhone 6s, you will have to ask the iPhone seller to send you a video calling asterisk #06#. He will have to go to iPhone settings, general about, and show you the IMEI number here, there, also there. From iTunes, and in iPhone 6s, it's also displayed on the SIM tray. So it should be a live video, 1 minute, showing the IMEI number in all possible ways.
Yeah, continuous video.
Yes,
right?
A continuous video, of course. Do that and no one can scam you in buying a problematic iPhone. This is very important, and this is a great tip. Do that the next time you will buy an iPhone, a used iPhone.
Yeah.
So, as we said, every iPhone has a unique IMEI number. No one can change it. We told you that before. If the IMEI number is changed, then you have problems.
Yeah.
It can be changed. So every IMEI number contains the following info, which is stored in GSX and GSMA databases. So the first is the SIM lock status of an iPhone. The SIM lock status, most of you, this is what you think that an iPhone might have, that this is the only issue of an iPhone. It's not. But the first of all is, of course, this. Is it locked or unlocked? So the IMEI number has this information, the SIM lock status of an iPhone.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea to learn what is the lock status of your iPhone, but only that information is not very helpful. I mean, it can prevent you from buying it, but you will not have enough information to fix it later if you want.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the second check, which is the mobile network identification, which means that this report will give you two kinds of mobile network statuses, let's say. The first is in which mobile network this device was activated in the first place, and in which mobile network it is currently locked.
Yeah.
So for instance, if you bought, let's say, an AT&T USA iPhone from the store, the activation lock, let's say, will be okay, not say activation lock because we might confuse people.
Yeah.
The first network that was activated on this device was AT&T USA network. But if you manage to unlock it through AT&T, let's say, or through an iPhone unlock company, the current lock will be unlocked. And the current lock has a special name, let's say, next tether policy.
Yeah.
Next tether.
Let's not get so technical about it, because we will do episodes about all this stuff also, but it's not the time. So basically, mobile network identification, which mobile network is locking your iPhone right now. That's it.
You said it much more simpler.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah.
let's go to the third part. It's the blacklist status of an iPhone, a really important part. So it shows you if an iPhone is blacklisted or clean. We say that an iPhone is clean when it's not blacklisted. So what people most don't get is that an iPhone is not only blacklisted when it's lost or stolen. This is, of course, the most usual way of blacklisting an iPhone, but it can also be blacklisted if there are pending contract bills. We also call this case gray listed or barred because it has a barred, yes, and gray listed, but it has a different method to unlock it than other blacklisted iPhones. Also, an iPhone can be blacklisted when it's flagged as replaced, and this has to do with insurance claims. And when you change the motherboard or do something tricky to unlock your iPhone, and this will change the IMEI number without knowing it, and it will lock your iPhone, blacklist your iPhone. So there are many reasons for an iPhone to be blacklisted. These are the most common ones. Also, when you acquiring it with frauded or illegal activities. So basically, yes, the IMEI check service will show you if an iPhone is blacklisted or not, and which network blacklisted it and why.
Yeah. I mean, all those information, the blacklist status check, are very important. You need to know, of course, the blacklist status. You need to know who, which network blacklisted it, why it was blacklisted, and of course from which country. Because, for instance, let's say T-Mobile can be from USA, UK. I mean, there are hundreds of, okay, not hundreds,
Yes.
but a lot of countries that have that network.
If you think about the MVNOs, yes, there are hundreds that will be T-Mobile. Anyway.
The next one, you might be more familiar with it. I mean, we already talked a bit about iCloud locks. So the iCloud activation, the iCloud IMEI check basically will show you two statuses. The first is the Find My iPhone status, which can be on or off. And the other one is the iCloud status, which can be off, clean, lost, and erased. If it is lost and erased, you can forget the iPhone.
We told you before, this is the thing, but yeah.
What you want to see, it's of course both to Find My iPhone and iCloud status to be off. If it is on and clean, there is a good chance that this guy that selling you the iPhone simply forgot to deactivate his account from there, or not. But you need to contact immediately the seller. Oh wait, I covered the Find My iPhone status. I mean, the 4 and 5 checks are basically in one package. So
it's one and the same, but I wrote it this way because many people believe that they are different things. They are not. iCloud Lock and Find My iPhone are one and the same since iOS 9. So yeah, it's the same. And the next one is contract status IMEI check. If you think that buying an iPhone on contract is a good thing, it's not. Forget about it. There is always the danger that the previous owner will stop paying the bills, and this is the easiest case. Will stop paying the bills, and your iPhone will get blacklisted. But the other thing that the previous owner can do to you is that because the iPhone is still under contract with his ID, he can still report it as lost or stolen to his mobile network. And this
basically his iPhone.
Yes. And proof of purchase won't do you anything to Apple support or your mobile network. So you must be really careful about under contract iPhones. So a contract IMEI check is really important. Don't buy iPhones that are on contract.
Also, one thing that I've learned is that if you buy an iPhone which is under contract and the owner, he's a scammer and he doesn't pay his bills, you are not able to go to the company and tell them that, okay, I got scammed. I want to pay the bills for the other guy so I can start using it. They will refuse, which I'm not sure why they are doing it. I mean, they will get money, but I don't know why, but they are refusing it. You cannot pay the pending contract bills.
Yes, it's strange, but it happens. But the best thing, if an iPhone is blacklisted for pending contract bills, at least there are more services to premium unlock it. But it will be another episode anyway.
Yeah, which is the next check, the financial balance status, is basically checking all those bindings that a person can have with an iPhone company, with a mobile network company. For instance, you can find if this device has still unpaid bills, if it is with some special contracts.
Yes.
Yeah,
prepaid monthly payments, all this.
And for instance, for the mobile companies, if you have an iPhone that requires, let's say, 12 months to be active on that, to that mobile network, basically they are considering as a device with unpaid, with outstanding financial balance, basically, because you need to pay off all the contracts. And I mean, they also have some weird terms there.
Yes.
So yeah, financial balance is also very, very important, because then, as you said, it will be gray listed, and if the bills are being piled up, it will go from gray to black.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. So the next is the warranty status IMEI check.
You liked it?
Yes, I liked it very much. I liked it very much. We are laughing now, but it's not so funny when it happens to you. And it happened to me before, and this is why I laugh. Anyway, the next is the warranty status IMEI check. Like the contract status, this is basically the same with a twist. If you think that buying an under warranty iPhone, a protected iPhone by warranty, it's okay. No, it's not. You are always in the same danger like before, for a simple reason. As long as an iPhone is insured by a third-party company or Apple Care Plus or a mobile network insurance plan, the person who did that plan is the rightful owner of the iPhone. So he can sell it to you, report it as lost or stolen, get a new one as a replacement with insurance claims. And what happens now? He took your money. He sold you a seemingly unlocked iPhone and everything was okay. He paid some money to get a new one, $100, $200. But get this, he took a new iPhone. He took your money, let's say $600 for an iPhone 6s Plus.
Yeah.
And now he has a new iPhone and he paid it with your money, all of it. And the money he paid for his insurance. So this is the scam. This is something that happens a lot, unfortunately. So don't buy under warranty iPhones, and always get a warranty status IMEI check before you buy an iPhone. Yeah. It will get blacklisted without knowing it, because it will be flagged as replaced in case of an insurance claim.
And the scary thing is that this is a very common scam.
Yeah.
And as you said, the guy or the girl that is being tricked. I mean,
this is your hissy favorite part, he or she. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it will pain a lot to your pocket.
Yeah.
Give you a lot of pain. I mean, you are buying basically, as the seller claims, an almost new iPhone, unlocked and all those things, and which means that you will have to pay a lot of money to get it. And then you're getting scammed, and you cannot. I mean, those devices that are being reported as blacklisted through insurance claims and all those things are much more difficult to get unblacklisted. Very difficult.
Yes.
So yeah, the last, not the last, but I mean basically the last, because the last.
Basically, it is the last. Yes.
It's IMEI and serial replacement check service. As Mike has explained before, there are tricks to change the IMEI number and the serial number of an iPhone by changing the motherboard. It is a hardware intervention to your device. It's not a good idea if you are not a scammer, because those replaced devices, I think that inside 1-2 months, something like that, Apple can locate them. And of course, they blacklist them because they are not authorized replacements. Only Apple basically can change the IMEI number and the serial number of an iPhone. And yeah, so you will have a good iPhone, let's say, for 1 or 2 months, and then it will be unusable because also these cases cannot get unblacklisted, and they might be able to get unlocked, but the unblacklisted part is very difficult.
Almost impossible, yes. And so iPhone unlocking through hardware replacement, motherboard replacement is a no-no. Don't do that, because maybe it will work for 1 month, 2 months, but this is the most you get. After that, your iPhone will be flagged as replaced, and it's really difficult to unlock it. And almost impossible to unblacklist it. I think right now it's impossible.
Yeah.
Before 2 years, maybe you could, but right now it's impossible. And the last part is the iPhone specs, the iPhone specifications check. So, okay, this is not basically something that is so important, but if you want to unlock an iPhone, but if you want to buy an iPhone, the IMEI number will show you the model of the iPhone you want to buy, the color, the storage, the RAM. It will show you the crucial specs of an iPhone. So you will know that the iPhone you see on a picture, for example, a used iPhone, it's the iPhone you will get. So, okay, it's not so important, but if you are paying $700 to buy a used iPhone that has 32 gigabytes of memory and it's turned to be 16, I believe you will be disappointed in the end. So it's also important. Anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, we already know what's going on with iPhones. We can, both of us can identify almost instantly what an iPhone, which iPhone model is basically just by looking it. But okay, we cannot see the RAM, right? Or we cannot see the storage. And also from when I was trying to find a smartphone for a friend of mine, and I was trying to see other, Android devices as well, and all those things. It is impossible to just. There are hundreds of smartphones out there. You need to have some kind of a report to show you exactly the model and all those things, because it is impossible to identify it just by looking at it.
Of course. So if you get an iPhone IMEI check service, they will send you a report that will look something like this. So this is why we won't be so technical about it, because, okay, you see it right now, maybe you can understand anything, but it's easy to explain the process. This is the info that we talked to you about a few moments ago.
And this is basically a part, right? We basically cut some reports and paste them here. The actual report, okay, we will not talk about the company that we used for this report. But that company is also explain you in in the simple English of what is wrong with your iPhone, so you don't have to just what's going on with the report. And it is, if you're not experienced, you will have problems understanding everything.
Of course, but a full IMEI check report will contain all the info we told, and you will be 100% sure that you can unlock your iPhone and how you will unlock it. Solid IMEI check providers suggest you how to unlock your iPhone. And of course, if you're going to buy an iPhone from an online market, a used iPhone, it will also help you be again 100% sure that the iPhone you will buy will be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, explain a bit. I mean, the reports and. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, we already explained it
I
before.
explained it so much, but okay, just by taking a look
Yeah.
on the top, you can see the model, as I said, that it's silver, it's 12 gigabyte. Okay, you can see the IMEI number. That is
128.
yeah, 128. Okay,
Yeah.
the distance is blurring my sight. Anyway, you can see the serial number of the iPhone. In this iPhone, you can see that Find My iPhone is off. Okay, let's see we should buy this iPhone.
Yeah.
So Find My iPhone is off. And the locked carrier is USA AT&T.
Yeah.
And it's locked to AT&T USA. So is it blacklisted? Yes, we see at the blacklist status report that it is blacklisted by AT&T. So why it is blacklisted? We see right now, right next to it, that it has unpaid bills. So it is blacklisted because of unpaid bills by AT&T USA.
Yeah. I think that the financial status is for a different device.
I see what we did there. Anyway,
Yeah.
but we could see the reason before it.
Yeah. I mean, the blacklist status report will also include the reason. Yeah, for sure.
Yes. In this case, okay, I didn't copy paste, I believe, as I should. But anyway, and we can also see that we have the warranty IMEI check info. We have the replacement report. If the iPhone we are looking at has an original IMEI and serial number, and they are not replaced.
Yeah.
If they were, we could see the replaced ones and the original. And finally, we have the iCloud status report, and we see if Find My iPhone is on or off, and the iCloud status of the iPhone. If it's off, clean, lost, stolen, or erased.
Yeah. If we assume, let's say, that all those smaller check reports are from the same iPhone, then we would suggest to get away from it. Don't
Yes.
even touch it. I mean, it's locked, it's blacklisted, it's replaced, it has unpaid bills. Okay, the iCloud status is off, but what's the point?
The funny thing is that many iPhones like this one, okay, this one is the worst case scenario, but many iPhones are just like this and are sold every day as unlocked iPhones for the full price. And people are scammed by it and buy them. And when it's shipped to their home, they try to turn it on. I may check it after they buy it, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, if I could guess that this iPhone 7, if the scammer was nice enough, he might be sell it, I don't know, $350, something like that. So someone that wants to buy that device, his first iPhone 7 with $350, it's a great offer. But I'm sorry.
So the benefits, we already talked about it, but let's be more specific. Before you buy a used iPhone, an IMEI check service is mandatory, is what you should do. And this is because no one can scam you into buying a problematic iPhone. I told you in the beginning, I'm telling you again, and I will continue telling it to my friends, to anyone who asks me at blog, on comments, to my articles, everywhere in these videos. No one can scam you into buying a locked iPhone, iCloud locked iPhone, blacklisted iPhone, broken iPhone, anything. An IMEI check will show you the real status, the real overall lock status of an iPhone. And status, yes. You will be 100% sure you can use your mobile network with the iPhone you want to buy. So, for example, you might want to buy a locked iPhone, which are way cheaper, but if it's locked to your carrier, so no problem. You can buy it really cheap and use your SIM card, and everything is okay.
Exactly, man.
So, you will save money instead of, because right now, okay, this is a paid service, you will have to pay some money. It's not expensive, but it's something. So if you really want an iPhone, don't do it about any iPhone, you see. But if you really want an iPhone and you say, okay, I want to buy this, giving $10-20, I don't remember how much it costs, but giving $10-20 more just to be sure about the iPhone you are going to buy and keep it for 1-2 years, it's really important. And finally, you will know that even if the iPhone you want to buy is unlocked, and let's assume that it's unlocked, it won't get relocked after a while because of hardware replacement, a warranty, a contract status. We told you about these things.
Yeah.
And there are advantages before unlocking an iPhone. Tell them, Zizis.
I mean, they are very straightforward, right? Because since you will have the IMEI check report and you will know, okay, the SIM lock status will be locked since it is before unlocking your iPhone, but you will know in which mobile network it is locked to. Also, you will know the blacklist status, the financial status, okay, the replacement status. It's also necessary because if you want to unlock a replaced iPhone, you will have to provide the mobile network the original IMEI number, not the replaced one. But okay, this is a very special case, which I hope no one will get into it. But those the three things, are very important because you will provide them. If actually you can either go and purchase the specific service your iPhone needs, or you can simply contact the iPhone Unlock company, give them those informations, and they will propose you what the right service is.
Yeah, so basically you won't get a needless iPhone Unlock service because you will know your exact issue. This is the thing. And again, you will be sure that your iPhone won't get relocked after a while, because this is another problem with iPhone unlocking. Sometimes you manage to unlock your iPhone and after 1 month it's get relocked. We don't want it. So an IMEI check before unlocking an iPhone give you this advantage also.
We will prepare an iPhone unlocking video. I'm hoping it will be the next one because we have a lot of things to say, but okay, we will see what the next video will be.
Yes, you see that we give you a lot of info right now. We didn't want to, but we can't just maybe it's too much to get them in a single view. Maybe watch the video a few times more. We will do smaller videos with each case to be more specific about everything. But I believe that if you watch this video again and again, you will know everything that can go wrong with iPhone buying, used iPhone buying, and iPhone unlocking. An IMEI check service is the only thing that guarantees success.
And we will also include the link to of this article to the description, so they can, if they are more visual guys.
Yes, and not the video types.
Yeah.
So we saw how to IMEI check an iPhone, why IMEI check an iPhone, and if you search on Google, you can find many free iPhone IMEI check tools. And I won't tell you much about them. All of them are not scams because, okay, they are free. You won't spend a penny. But the information is false, is wrong. It's not from GSX and GSMA IMEI databases, as I told you. It's from private databases. And it's simple luck if any of this info is correct. So if you want an IMEI check service, a solid IMEI check service, you have to pay for it, and it can be done otherwise. Even most of these free IMEI check providers, they are telling that their service is free, and after a while, when you go there, you discover that you will have to pay in the end.
I mean, you need to pay. It's impossible not to pay and get GSX and GSMA information.
Let me put it simply. If it's free, so an IMEI check provider don't have access to GSMA and GSX. These are paid services. To be an authorized partner of these databases, of these companies, which are global, you have to pay, and it's not cheap. It really needs a lot of money. But if you are, for example, if you are lucky and live in Canada or Australia, in these countries, they have government sites that can tell you if an iPhone is lost or stolen. So you can have an idea if it's an iPhone is blacklisted as lost or stolen in Canada and Australia. But be careful, because it will only show if an iPhone is blacklisted as lost or stolen. Not unpaid bills, not flagged as replaced, not past dues, not, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that even the governments cannot afford. I mean, if you think that everyone from around the world could just go to those databases and make searches, they will have a lot of expenses there.
So, even Apple can afford, because, okay, let's not kid each other. Until 2017, Apple had iCloud.com. You could go there and see if an iPhone is iCloud locked or not. And tell me why Apple shut it down. Do you have an explanation about it?
Yeah, that was very weird, actually.
Yeah, it was just like that. Okay, let's and they also erased any reference to iCloud.com and checking the iCloud status of an iPhone.
Yeah, it was a very quick, easy, and free method to easily identify one of the biggest problems an iPhone can have. If it is iCloud lock, I don't think it's worth even, trying to unlock it and all those things. Just leave it and don't buy it. But yeah, I don't know why Apple decided.
So we will have an episode about free IMEI checkers. Don't trust them, don't use them. You will regret it in the end. IMEI check service is a paid service, and all you have to do is find a solid, a trusted IMEI check provider and get your job done. We have a favorite IMEI check provider. We will give you a link at the description.
Yeah.
We tested it, our visitors tested it. We know this site for at least 7 years, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
We are not telling you, okay, go there. This is not the purpose of this video, just to, okay, go do an IMEI check. We are just telling you that this is the site we trust, and we are from a blog that has 2,000 visitors every day, and this is what they also tell us. So it's just a suggestion. You can do it. You can trust anyone else.
Just to inform all the viewers here, we did some tests, by changing the iCloud status. We even reported our iPhones blacklisted to our mobile networks and did the check afterwards immediately. I mean, the best thing is that they have real-time checks there. This is why we're proposing it.
And the results were instant. So calling a mobile network, my iPhone was stolen, it got blacklisted. 10 minutes later, we asked for an IMEI check service, and boom, that's it. It says it's blacklisted.
Yes, so we will include, their name is Unlock Spector. We will include a link below if you want to check it. I mean, you can also do your own research, but make sure to do a very good research on third-party companies with reviews. Make sure that they have GSX access,
and GSMA access. Both of them are important. And don't fall for private database. If you can see GSX or GSMA somewhere in the description of a service, of an IMEI check service, don't use it. It's not real. Okay, that's all. So, I hope you like this IMEI check service tutorial, guide. Okay, it's something like that. I believe it was a guide to an IMEI check service. If you are wondering if you should do just a SIM lock check or an iCloud lock check or a blacklist status check, no, you should do a full IMEI check report. Just checking one or two aspects of the overall lock status of an iPhone won't do you any good. Check them all, and you will be 100% sure about everything. Don't do that, and there will be consequences, unfortunately.
That was scary.
It was, but it is the truth. I can't be more polite about it.
Okay, I think that we are done, right?
Yeah.
We've covered everything. I was Isis.
I was Makis. You should like on this video, tell us on the comments your problem. Which IMEI check service did you trust? Did you use to check your iPhone? Watch our previous episodes and find out about iCloud lock removal US tool scam and who we are. Yeah. And of course, subscribe. Yeah. And enable the notification button. This is what they all do. They all say in the end. I told them also. I can sleep. I can sleep now. That's all.
Okay, sleep now. Okay. Goodbye, all guys.
Goodbye.